welcome to Quick Review Thursday. Here with your old pal, the Moo Cow, a.k.a. Paul A. Presenza, and I'm joined by...
Jonathan Moody.
And this time, we are watching a wacky sci-fi zombie movie from Japan called Battle Girl, The Living Dead in Tokyo Bay.
Mm-hmm.
This was put out by Synapse Films from their Asian cult cinema collection. It's from 1992. And
it's got like some special features and stuff.
Special features and stuff. I knew nothing about it, so when they happened to have their sale, I went on there and I thought, oh, that looks kind of fun. So I picked it up.
You like Japanese, cult trash.
Yeah, wacky Japanese weirdness. It's always fun. So let me read you the back of the box because this is what the movie is supposed to be.
I know.
A meteor lands in Japan and the fallout creates a shield around Tokyo, encasing the city in a foggy darkness. A state of martial law is declared. People are in a panic as violent crime and corruption spreads throughout the region, and punk gangs are ruling the streets. As if things weren't bad enough, a chemical reaction from the meteor unleashes a deadly virus, and now the dead are coming back to life as flesh-eating zombies. As they do. Keiko, played by the Japanese wrestling sensation Cutie Suzuki.
That's awesome.
Is asked to help find survivors and is given a bulletproof leather and blade battle suit to help her on her rescue mission. Punching and blasting and decapitating the zombie hordes with her armor and weapons, she discovers something even more evil. A sadistic military general who wants to use the zombies in his own plan for world domination. Again, as you do. Directed by Keizu Gaira Komizu, Battle Girl, The Living Dead in Tokyo Bay is a gruesome, campy sci-fi fun-filled flick with wild special effects, crazy new wave synth soundtrack, and enough gore to satisfy horror fans. So, I guess that's kind of sort of... Yeah. I was pretty lost. I didn't really know what was going on.
Yeah. I remember at one point there were people who... there were the punk people that were chasing this couple through a subway, and then they go, "Hey, let me buy all your stuff from you."
Yeah, instead of just stealing it from them.
Yeah, they're like, "Let me buy all your. Hey, what? Why aren't you letting me buy your stuff?
Here's tons of cash.
Here's all your money that you'll need. What? You're still not gonna let me buy your stuff? We'll just go kill your wife.
You can buy anything you want in the world with all this money. No, we want our cans of food. You can't have them. We just bought them from you.
That's so strange.
It was weird.
That was weird.
Yeah.
And those are I guess, the survivors, the people who had survived or whatever.
3 days? You're telling me Tokyo goes to hell in 3 days?
Barely.
No canned food? I don't know.
It was crazy. You said this was 90-something?
1992. I think it was made in 91.
Whew.
So, yeah.
It felt like 80s, man.
It did.
It felt...
But, it's not... It seems legit that, an 80s style would be still going on.
Still going on in the 90s.
Japan, yeah.
Maybe they just hadn't adapted to the... Because really, the 90s didn't really start becoming the 90s till 95.
I love the fact that there was that fog machine going all the time, and you were like, yeah, you're expecting Michael Jackson to pop out and start doing Thriller any second.
Right.
It was gonna happen. It didn't, but...
Sadly, it didn't. I would have liked that, but I guess they'd have to do the parody Japanese version of Thriller.
If this were an Indian movie, if this were a Bollywood movie, they would have done it from the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. Sadly, it was okay. It was so weird. I described it when I was watching it as a Polonia Troma mashup
in Japan.
In Japanese, movie and stuff. It was so weird and so out there, but the sets were terrible.
Right.
Talk about the sets.
Yeah, the guy's office was in, I don't know, it's some kind of downtown, a parking garage. Yeah. And there's water dripping all the way through, and
you could hear the water and
moving around,
see the lights and see the fog and smoke or whatever.
Why wasn't he just in a regular office?
I mean, there's that stuff. Some of that smoke stuff didn't bother me. I actually kind of liked it. I thought it showed some ambiance, to the room. But it sort of didn't make any sense. Like, especially if he's if he's like basically the leader, shouldn't he have a really nice place? But then again, if shit's gone to hell in 3 days, or whatever,
3 days.
Then there might not be any power and stuff because there's nobody working the power.
Well, there's enough power to keep those weird lights moving all over the place.
I know. So wouldn't you think that it would just everything would just be dark the whole time because like nobody can actually run anything because people are turning into zombies. They have more important things to do than power the world.
And it's so funny because people are of course killing other people, not just zombies. And you have to point out like, okay, you're just making things harder for yourself because you're killing these people and now they're going to turn into zombies, so you have to kill them again. And it's just, and of course, when they come back as zombies, they're even stronger, so it makes it even harder. So you may as well just keep them alive.
Keep them alive. I thought that was the original point, was to keep the people alive, and not by the military. Military wanted to kill. They sent out
some of them did.
Yeah, they had a whole human hunting division, which were just guys that had the battle stuff on too, right? Like those were
the paint on their face.
And the paint on their face.
And they had like one person had like metal teeth, another guy had like a big fork.
Yeah, like a little Freddy Krueger glove going on. It was strange.
It was weird. I don't know. There was some stuff lost in translation. Apparently, Synapse has a new English translation in this film. A new removable English subtitles. So I guess, I don't know, maybe they redid it so it's clearer. It's helped, but I don't know how clear it was. The words were clearer, but it still didn't really make sense as a narrative, what was going on.
Moby Dick Corporation produced this.
Yeah, I believe that.
I don't know what that means.
It was a whale of a weird movie.
It was a whale of a good time.
And, there was definitely some interesting gore effects. There were some heads being blown up and decapitations and, all of these zombies had green goo coming out of them as they do.
As they do.
It was cosmoamphetamine something.
They, what is it? I liked her battle suit. I thought that was pretty cool.
Battle suit was sexy. Hey, Cutie Suzuki was awesome.
She was my favorite. And then
she's adorable.
And then you liked the green girl once her wig came off.
Once her stupid wig came off, green hair girl was cute.
Because she wasn't green hair girl anymore.
Right. Well, it was like some kind of weird butch.
I honestly think they did that on purpose originally to separate these two people.
Probably.
Because Cutie and the green hair girl look very similar, and especially with the brunette hair, it would probably get a little confusing.
And in fact, they look very similar to a lot of the Japanese guys with long hair, and it was very strange. But it's just weird. When people are getting attacked by zombies, they're saying things like, "Please stop! That's not good. I don't like that. You're attacking me." It's just weird why you would say things like that while you're being attacked.
One guy saying like something about punching, when he would hit, I am punching you.
I'm punching you.
Like what?
So there was just
such a strange movie. I don't know.
It was strange. I mean,
it was fun though.
I kind of liked it because it was fun. I mean, usually these kind of movies, like I was telling Moody earlier, if there better be a lot of gore and fights, and there better be boobage. Now, there wasn't any boobage.
No boobage.
But there was plenty of fight and gore, and, it didn't really matter that it made no sense.
My only biggest problem with the movie is the editing. There are times where people just stood there and didn't do anything. They'd, be punching, and then they'd stop, and then they'd kind of walk away, or whatever. And I was like, what in the world just happened? But it would be a long time to, wait. And usually what happens when you do that is they cut, or whatever.
Action things should be a lot faster.
And so I feel like, it dragged a little bit. I mean, at times it's kind of getting bored.
Some scenes went on too long.
And then, but then the funny thing is, I'd be bored, but then 2 seconds later, they'll do something so wackadoodle that I would just be like,
Well,
this saved it.
The weird thing is that usually I would say this movie needs to be cut down, but I don't know. I mean, this is already an hour and 13 minutes, which is pretty fast. I think what they needed to do is remove some of the extraneous stuff, but then replace it with a few scenes where things were tied together so it made sense.
Yeah, they had to make sense.
To fill
out
in
of the
some
plot.
information as to why things are happening the way they are, who these people are, and what's going on.
Things just kind of happen, but
Yeah.
that's it. Like, there's not. I don't know. It was weird. Like, it was
It's a weird movie.
I wanted so badly to like write it off or something, but it's actually. I mean, it's a pretty decent movie.
It's all right.
It's
Decently
just
done.
it's just got some pacing issues.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like, oh, Tokyo now has a fog, so we can't communicate. Why? Why is the fog stopping anything?
Yeah,
It's not
why
gonna
is the
stop
fog stopping
radio or satellite
or
TV.
telephones or-
Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it supernatural fog?
Well, I think that's what it was supposed to be, but they never say that.
No,
you
they
know?
don't.
So they never fully say it, but I think that's what it was supposed to be, like supernatural fog. I was like saying this is supposed to be John Carpenter's The Fog, but Japanese, or whatever. Like a decade later, they make a Japanese version of The Fog.
It's kind of a mishmash of a bunch of different movies that they made in Hollywood and outside of Hollywood in the 80s, sort of all rolled up and tossed into the blender here in Japan.
A lot of zombies. You said
Yeah.
the one thing you hate is when zombies go like this.
Oh, God. Stereotypical. I have to go like that. That's what you do as a zombie, apparently.
No, yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. But I kind of expected it to be sort of just by the cover of it and everything.
I was a little disappointed that there were no hopping Chinese vampires, but
Yeah.
that would have been fun.
Or zombies, they could have done that, right?
Hopping zombies. That would have been
Hopping
fun.
zombies, that would have been fun.
Hopping Zombies from Hell sounds like a great movie that I would watch.
Sounds like something you'd make.
Yes, it would.
But yeah. So there's an all new video interview with director Kazuo Kaija Kamizu.
Well, it makes me want to go out and see more Cutie Suzuki movies, so I'm going to have to look her up.
Yeah, I mean, she's probably got some others. You got to find out. Did you find out if this was there was a sequel to this at all, or?
I don't know. We'll have to find. I'll have to go back onto Synapse, and that's where I got this. So if you go to Synapse Films, you can buy your very own copy of Battle Girl, The Living Dead in Tokyo Bay.
Dead in Tokyo Bay.
And it is part of the Asian Cult Cinema Collection. So, yeah, there could be more. There's a lot of weird wackadoodle Asian films out there. And I like them because they're weird and funny.
You like the weird shit.
I do.
And this is one of the weirdest I've seen from you. This is almost sort of a What the Fuck Friday, but it doesn't really go that
Yeah,
far.
no. This isn't Sampody Sands.
Or
this isn't
Godfrey Ho.
Godfrey Ho. No. This is made a lot better than those movies.
Yeah, it was made, and it's more like the one you showed me with the little watermelon creature.
Oh, you're talking about Drunken Wu-Tang.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's more like Drunken Wu-Tang. With the silliness and stuff involved. And some of the times where people like fly because they were getting kicked or whatever. It's very silly, goofy.
Or actually, this is more along the lines of, if you've ever seen the Attack Girl Swim Team or some of the other wacky Rico movies or some of the other weird Japanese movies, the Toilet Ass Zombies of the Dead, or those. Yeah, they're kind of modern Japanese classic stinky, over the top wackadoodle movies. This looks like it's one of the earlier versions of that. It's nice. Kind of fun,
Well, there you go.
Again, not as much blood, gore, violence, or boobage as in some of the other ones, but you can definitely see there's a little bit. And it was kind of fun. It was weird. It was kind of bad in some parts, but acceptable in others. And overall, it was all right.
Overall, fun.
No.
Just enjoyable movie.
So
if you're looking for something kind of silly that you don't really have to, don't think when watching this movie, and then you'll be right.
if you got yourself some from sushi and a plate of teppanyaki, what the hell?
Ramen.
Yeah, you get yourself a bottle of Sapporo, fire up Battle Girl, The Living Dead in Tokyo Bay, and just roll with it.
Sake.
Try not to think too much. Just roll with it. And you'll be fine.
Watch this with some sake, and you'll be all right.
There you go. Keep rolling.
Keep rolling. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for checking this out, and we'll be back
Sayonara.
in 2 weeks for another episode. Until
right.
then, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Trying to make sure that okay. I want to get more. Get both of us in there without. Okay, does that look good?
Yep.
Okay, ready?
It's on.
Oh shit! Go.
Hey everyone, and welcome to
Wait.
Quilt Rabbit Sunday.
Oh, wait, hold on. I don't like this. The crooked stuff. A little bit.
Quick review what?
Quick review Thursday.
Thursday. Why is it Thursday?
Why is it Thursday? Because why not? All right, ready? Hold on. Wait, let me just sit down.
Harakiri.